what I think makes them a really impressive team both now and going forward, I would go get Fred VanVleet. I think he is a perfect fit in Atlanta. He's the guy who, to me, can take the ball out of Trae Young's hands. So it's not the Trae Young show all the time because he can put up 29 and 9, but it doesn't mean all that much right now. VanVleet is fantastic off the ball as a spot-up shooter. We've already seen it. He just did it with Kyle Lowry, and it helped them win a championship. And obviously, he took another stride this year. He brings that defensive toughness, that championship pedigree, that high IQ. He's still just 26. He fits in their timetable. That makes them a playoff team immediately in my eyes because, obviously, they need to take strides defensively. One individual guy isn't going to propel you to that level. But if Reddish takes strides there, if Hunter takes strides there, Capella is a huge step up from Collins as far as the defensive end of the ball. VanVleet is the kind of guy who can fit in easily to any system, and I think it's going to be intriguing for him. And I also think it's really going to be important for Trae Young because, as I mentioned, he can put up these glittery numbers. The questions will always be, does it lead to winning basketball when you're holding onto the ball for 20 seconds of every possession, when your turnover numbers are high, when you aren't overwhelmingly efficient, when you're a huge minus on the defensive end? Fred VanVleet turns this into a real basketball team instead of being Trae Young and the Trae Young-ettes. And I think that that's what they're looking for with the Capella deal, with obviously Collins blossoming into a star.
I just want to clarify. You mean VanVleet coming off for like 28 minutes a game off the bench, correct?
No, I think you could start him at the 2.
What?
Logan, look at what he just did.
That
he just
would be the worst defense.
I don't think it would be the worst defense.
That would be
VanVleet's
the
a
worst
dog
defense
there.
in the NBA.
Well, they already were the worst defense in the NBA. I don't know what you're thinking of VanVleet on that end. Obviously, he's been helped by the Raptors system, but I think he brings a toughness there.
Well, it's just the fact that I'd be starting a 6'1" and a 5'10" guard. That's just my concern. Is just height-wise, they just don't match up.
First of all, slight exaggerations. Second of all, they literally just did that in Toronto with Kyle Lowry, and it worked incredibly well.
Except Trae Young is not a good a defender nearly as Kyle Lowry.
I know, of course. But VanVleet can hang tough with 2s in this league. Yes, he's undersized, but we just saw in Toronto for a couple years